Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I'm going to show you how to set up a full WordPress website. Let's say you want to start a project as a beginner, you want to build a website for yourself. You've learned WordPress, you've learned the basics of WordPress. So this particular video will show you how to set up your WordPress website online, from buying your hosting plan to buying the domain and setting it all up together to make a website.
So right now, I want to walk you through the process of buying an hosting plan. So we have what we call hosting plan when it comes to building websites. So there's something called hosting plan. This is where your website is housed, and we're going to talk about it. So hosting plan is just like your land. So hosting is a service that provides the necessary online space. So just like when you want to build a house, you need a land, and the land contains the house. So that's what hosting is like. So we have different hosting plans out there, but I do recommend Hostinger because I use Hostinger personally, because it's user friendly and you can easily navigate it as a beginner. So I'll be recommending Hostinger. There are other types. There's GoDaddy, there's Namecheap, there's InterServer. As you could see, there are a whole lot. There's Google Host. So there are a whole lot of hosting plans out there. You could use any of those, but for the sake of this course, because you are starting out, we are going to use Hostinger. So Hostinger is what we want to use. So I'll go to Hostinger right here, and when you come to Hostinger, you would see you have different hosting plans. For instance, all you have to do is to come to your pricing. This is your pricing right here. When you come to your pricing right here, you see web hosting, VPS hosting, you see different hosting. But what you want to do is you want to host a website, so you'll be choosing web hosting right here. As you can see, web hosting is right here, and we have the type of hosting, which shows web hosting, manage hosting for WordPress. You have a whole lot, so you could choose any of those, and we could say manage hosting for WordPress. And when you choose this, you could see right here you have the premium, you have everything, and here you are. So you have this right here, you have different plans, but you could tell the differences from the specifications right here. You could see right here, this says create one website, this says you can create up to 3 websites on one hosting plan. So it's just like how big your land is or how big your space is. So for instance, if you had bought a plot of land, you would expect that it has like few buildings. But when you get like more than one plot of land, so this is where you see that you see storage, you see 10 gig storage, 20 gig storage. You have different types of storage and the number of websites it will contain. You could see the number of mailboxes, that's premium mailboxes, and we have the benefits and this right here. So we have all these that you could join all together to get your full details and see which one would actually suit you the most. But right now, I want to go ahead to purchase one of the hosting plan. So I want to purchase for 12 months. You choose the month you want to purchase for, and you see your different percentage off. You see 58% off and all that. But as for me, I use a referral, and here it is. So when you come right here, I use a referral code to get whatever I want to get. So let me try and get the referral code out. So when I refer right here, I'll copy the link, then I'll come to this, then I'll paste the link right here. So let me paste the referral code. So this is it right here. I had to use this to get the deal. You could see 20% will be off and to be applied at checkout, so you could claim the deal. So I would just go ahead to claim my deal, and I could choose any of this plan I want. So it could be the business, it could be the premium, it could be the cloud startup. For a start, you could start with this, but this will only be able to host 3 websites. But right now I want to choose this so that I can host more than 3 websites. So this hosts at least 50 websites, so I'm going to choose this plan for myself. So I'm going to go ahead to choose the plan that I want to choose this. Then it brings me right here, having to be here. So I'm going to come to my web hosting, then I'm going to choose the period. So the period will be 12 months, of course. So I want to make it 12 months here. And having to make it 12 months, I could see domain. You could search for a domain right here. But right now, let me proceed right now. So having 20% discounts right here. So I'm going to continue right away, and having to continue, all I have to do is register with my email address. This same email address I'm logged in on, this billardcreative@gmail.com, is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to click on this, and having to click on this. I'm going to have this. I'm going to be able to continue right here, and having to continue right here. So let's see what happens in the cart. So I'm going to be able to use my card to pay. You could get a virtual card, you could use any card that is available to you. But right now, my first name, the last name, the country of residence, the phone numbers, having to continue right here. It's time to make payments. So the total payment I'll be making is just $6. So all I have to do is to put in a card. Once I insert these details, I submit, then I make payments. That way I'm going to get an hosting plan. So let me make payment right away. So now we've bought the hosting, and now we can proceed. So after you bought the hosting, this is the first thing you'll see. You'll be asked if the website is for business or yourself or someone else. You could use any of those anyways. You could use someone else, you could use yourself or your business. So let's say someone else, for instance, and you could say, do you want to create or migrate a website? So you can create a website, you can bring your website to Hostinger, you can create a website. So all these are basic actually, so you don't need to actually do anything with these. All you can do now is to go back to the home page. Go back to your Hostinger home page. That's what I would advise you to do. So I'll go back to my dashboard. So let me come to Hostinger, and I'll be able to access my dashboard from here. So having to access my dashboard, I'll be able to log in and come to the home page of Hostinger, where you see everything about your hosting service, where you can customize your domain, customize everything you need to customize. So this is me coming back to Hostinger and trying to log in for afresh, and it will take me to the dashboard. So this is the dashboard right here. This is my dashboard right here, and here I have a free domain to claim that comes with the plan, and I can migrate website as well. So these are the basic things that can be done.
So right now, let's proceed to get a domain name. Now this is our Hostinger dashboard, but here in our Hostinger dashboard, you see different things which you might not be familiar with, but they are basic. As you could see, this is home, this is website, these domains, these horizons, which is for email marketing, and this is emails, this is email marketing, this is VPS billing. These are just basics. But now what we want to do now is to get a domain name. If you want to get a domain name on Hostinger, you come to the domain section. Here in your domain section, you see domains that are active, and if you were to add a new domain name, what do? You click on add new domain right here. So when I click on add new domain, you could see if you have an existing domain, you can transfer to this particular Hostinger account, or you get a new domain. So let's say I want to get a new domain. This is a previous domain that I had. I could actually, it's still an active domain. It's not that I had it, like it's still active. I can always renew, manage all my domains from here. So I want to get a new domain right now. So I'm going to come to a new domain right here to get a new domain. But then before we proceed to get a new domain, the other domain name service provider, all you have to do is to come here. We have domain names. What are domain names? Domain names are like your address. Yes. So let's say hosting is the land you got. What is the address of the land you got? Like if you had to describe where the land is, won't you use an address to describe it? So if hosting happens to be your land, domain name would happen to be your address. So that's the basic thing about it. Is the address to your website. Yes, is the address that locates your website, that makes user locate your website. So you could see right here a simple definition of domain name is that domain names are human readable text used to identify locations on the internet or the internet. Like I said, domain names are like addresses to your house, to your home. So compared to your website, so domain names are addresses to your website. So if you have to get a domain name, there are different platforms you can get. Just the same way I mentioned, there are different hosting platforms, Namecheap, GoDaddy, same as domain names. The same platforms you can get hosting from, you can get domain names from as well, like Namecheap, DreamHost, Hostinger, Google Host, a lot of them. But since we are using Hostinger, I'll be using Hostinger to get a domain name, and I'm trying to get a domain name from an account as outside the hosting account. So this is another account outside the hosting account, so you could see how they all fit in together, how we can actually connect domain names to website. So right now, let me find the domain name I want to get. So what I'll do now is to find the domain name first. We have different domain name extension. As you can see, we have the .com, we have the .net, we have the .io. These are called extensions, and these extensions, they connote something. So .com means commercial, .net means, yeah, network, and .org means organization. So we have different domain name extensions. So let's look for domain names or domain name extensions, so you could see different extensions we have. So I'll come to my AI mode to see the different domain name extensions we have. So as you could see, these are top level domain, is the part of a web address that follows the final dot. So we have .com. These extensions are crucial for online branding, helping users identify a site purpose or geographic location. The Internet Corporation for assigned names and numbers, which is ICANN, manages the system and divides all domain extensions into several categories. So we have the top level domain names. For instance, .com is a top level domain name, and as you could see, it's for commercial organizations. As you can see, it is now popular and widely used extension for all types of websites. .net intended for networking companies and internet service providers. .org, .info for informational sites. .org generally used by non-profit organizations and NGOs. So these are basic things, and we have country code top level domain names. You can see .cn, you can see .ng. .cn means China, .de means Germany, .ca means Canada. So if a website is based in Canada, like the users are meant to be Canadians, all you have to do is to get a country code top level domain names, and we have sponsored top level domain names as well. We have a whole lot of them that way. So right now, let's go ahead to get a domain name. So I want to search for a domain name right now. So let's say, let me search for legacy lead works. Yes, so I'm looking for the .com of this domain name. All I have to do, and choosing a domain name, all you have to do is to choose something that resonates with the brand, that can be attached to the brand. Yes, let's say you're having a Billard Creative Studio, you can make your domain name a billardcreative.com. Let's say you're having a longer name or like an NGO, you can shorten the names by taking each letter out of the names. Then if it's an NGO, you use .org. So that's the sense of a domain name. Used for a commercial website like e-commerce, or you could use .shop, you could use .com. Yeah, it depends. So if they were to be for a networking website or internet website, you use .net. So those are the basic extensions. And right now we have legacy lead works, and I want to search for that. So I'm going to search for legacy lead works, and as you can see, we have the .com right here. So this is legacyleadworks.com. So I'm going to add it to cart, and having to add it to cart right away, all I have to do is to continue right here. I'm going to continue right here. So what I want to do now is to come, I want to buy for 1 year, of course. So I'm buying for 1 year, and right here is saying I'm going to save $9.9 here, and all I have to do is to continue to check out. So this has a free domain privacy protection included. So all I have to do now is to continue to check out, and when I continue to check out, I'll be able to pay for this domain name. So to get a domain name is as easy as that. I could add a coupon code, I could do a whole lot of things right here, then complete my payment. So I have my payment method attached to this. All I did was to get a virtual card, and once you have those details put all together, I'll just complete my payment. So I'll just proceed to complete my payment right here. So right now I've chosen my payment method. All I have to do is to finish my registration. right here. So I'm going to finish the registration right away, and this way is going to make the payment, and I'm going to have my domain name. So right here, the domain name legacyleadworks.com is officially yours. It's time to build your online success. So we have the domain name. So all I have to do is to continue, and you could try to use this Hostinger to create your website right away. But let's go to the dashboard right now. So coming back to the dashboard right away, you're going to see my domains. So now I have legacy leadworks added to my domains. Once I come to my domains right here, I'll be able to see my domain portfolio. So there's a way you could manage your domain name, and I'll show you that setup. All you have to do is come to manage, and here in manage you'll see you could migrate your domain name if you have to migrate your domain name. So you could do all these. You could create a one-page site in minutes. You could do a lot of things about your domain name, but here you get the details about your domain names. So now this is where it gets all interesting. So now I want to connect the hosting. I have my hosting here, then I have my domain name here. So this is the domain I just got. So I want to connect the domain. I want to connect it to my hosting. I got the domain name on another Hostinger account, then I got the hosting on another Hostinger account. So let's say we want to create our first WordPress installation for our e-commerce store. How do we go about it? So here in your hosting domain, your hosting dashboard, which is Hostinger, you come to website right here. And when you come to website, you're going to click on website list. Yes, you're going to click on website list, and right here you can continue your setup. This is my business web hosting. So let's say I want to continue my setup right away. Let's continue my setup. So here you have a WordPress website, like easily customizable. All you have to do is to click on WordPress, because I want to set this up. How do you want to build your website? You could use your Hostinger website builder, or you could use WordPress directly. So I want to use WordPress directly. I'm going to next this, and having to next this, it takes me to the next layout. So let's next this right away. We want to create a WordPress website, of course. So I'm going to continue right here. So right now you could see right here it's trying to create login details for a WordPress account. Let's see what that yields. So when you are trying to set up a domain name, this is what you get first. So now you create your login details for WordPress account. So you have your WordPress admin, you have your WordPress, you have everything you need here. So my WordPress admin email for this will be legacyleadworks@gmail.com. I just want to use that because I have a separate mail opened for the brand. So I'm going to use that as my admin, like my admin email. Then I'm going to have my password. These are what you're going to use to log in basically. So when you check this mail, this is the mail I'm trying to use. So the mail is the legacy leadworks concept. This is the mail I want to use. So I'm going to the legacy leadworks concept. So there's that. So it's going to be the legacy leadworks concepts. Yes, this. So this is the mail I want to use. Then I'm going to have an admin password. So your admin password is meant to have one uppercase, one number, and one special character. So I'm having that right now. So I'm having a special character as well. Okay, so I'm going to have this, as you could see right now. So I have my password and it ticked all the boxes. It ticked the one number, one lowercase letter, use 8 to 50 characters, one symbol, one uppercase letter, only Latin letter. So it suits all these. So everything is clicked. All I have to do is to next, and my language should be English. It could be United States, it could be the UK. So let's leave it at that. So I'm going to nest this. So having to nest this now, I have my WordPress admin email, then I have this. So I'm trying to set up a WordPress hosting for this, and basically this is how it goes. So I want to bring my domain from an external body, which is still Hostinger, but it is in another account. So let's see what that gives us. So I'm going to have this. So choose how you like to build your website. So I want to create a blank website. So I'm going to use create blank website, of course. And having to create a blank website, all I have to do is to click on this. Then it takes me to the next stage. So I'm going to click on create a blank website. Now, after I clicked on create a blank website, the next thing I'll be seeing is to use a domain name. And domain names can be used in different ways. You could use a temporary domain name, as you could see, is a placeholder for your website address. So let's use an actual domain name, not a temporary domain name. So I have one free domain name, of course. So let's look for my domain name right here. So the domain name I got is this, remember, legacyleadworks.com. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to come paste it here. So you're going to see where it is located. If it's a domain name that is not existing, you're going to be able to get it. So let me just look for the legacy lead works right now, because this is the domain name I want to use. So I'm going to look for it right away. So now you could see details about this particular domain. It says legacyleadworks.com is registered on another hosting account or Hostinger account. So I'm going to choose that, of course. So now we have it and they found it easily. So it was easy to find. So now the domain name has been found. What do? You copy the TST record below to your domain's DNS zone to verify the domains. So what do? We're going to copy this. Yes, so we're going to go to the domain name we got here. All we have to do is to manage this. So this is how you can locate your name servers. So you're going to come to your name servers right here. And when you come to your name server, all you have to do now is to add record. So now remember, it says TXT. So there are different records right here. There is A, there is MX, there is AAA, there is CNAME, there is R, there's SRV, there's TST. So we were supposed to add the TST record, which is this. So this TST record, when you come here, this is what you're supposed to add. Copy the TST record below to your domain's DNS zone. So yes, so we're going to copy this. Then we're going to come back to our dashboard where our domain is. Leave the art name, then the value is what you want to paste. So I'm going to paste the value, then I'm going to add record. Leave this at the default, then I'm going to add record. So that is how to point your domain name to your hosting. Because it's on Hostinger to Hostinger, so it's easy this way. In some cases, if it were to be some other domain name service provider which is outside Hostinger, you might be asked to add other record like A record, like MX, like CNAME. It depends, but pay attention to what you're supposed to add. So that is how to locate where to add. Your DNS name servers is where you're going to locate what to add. So I'll come back here, having to point that I'm going to come back here. So you have to wait around 10 minutes for TST records to propagate and click next. So we have to wait for 10 minutes, as you could see right now. So we've done this and we're going to wait, then we're going to next. So it's as easy as that, connecting your domain name to your hosting. So let's see how that goes right now. So now let's try to move ahead. I tried waiting for about 10 minutes. I don't know if it's 10 minutes just yet. So I'm going to nest this right away. So let's try to nest this and let's see how that connects together. So where is your target audience located? Which is Nigeria, of course. So let's look for where my target audience is located. So I'm going to look for the country, but now we don't have this. So it says country, we have Germany, we have France, we have Brazil. So we could leave it at what it is right now. We selected a data center in Germany, the closest one we have to Nigeria, to ensure faster load times for your target audience. You'll be able to change data center. Your website backups will be stored in France. So these are basic information about your website. So I'm going to nest this right away, and having to nest this, WordPress will be installed on the domain name and the hosting. So this is how it comes all together. Your domain name is connected to your hosting and your Hosting is your land, your domain is the address to your website, the WordPress is the website you're trying to build, like the foundational like aspects of your building. When you have a land, you have an address, you need a foundation. So WordPress is the foundation right now. So we are trying to bring the domain name and the hosting together. Is as easy as that. So bringing it all together and installation is just as simple as that. So right now we have a full setup of your website. Now we can go ahead to build our website easily and see how to build more website. But before we proceed, we are going to see how we can add more websites to our hosting, since we can build up to 50 websites at a time. So these are just the basic elements of creating your e-commerce website. So right now we have this installation being done right away. Remember, we have an admin like mail and we have all those details. So right now we have all this right away. So I'm having a temporary domain name currently. So this is the domain, this is the WordPress dashboard. We have the WordPress dashboard right now, and here let's start at another domain. So let's see how that goes. So right now I would love to go back to my Hostinger like dashboard, if you could remember. So let me go back to my Hostinger dashboard and let's see what we have so far. So now we'll be able to set up the domain name. As you could see, this is legacyleadworks.com. When you open it, your first WordPress view is opened, and here we have it. So it's still basic right now. So we're going to go ahead to build our website. So this is what it looks like at the very beginning, and this is good. So since it looks like this is where we've set up the domain and the hosting, a very basic setup. Then we can now talk about adding other websites or trying to set up the website. So when you come to your website list right here, you would see that you have legacyleadworks.com. Then to add a new website, all you have to do is to add website right here. We could migrate website. So there are a lot of operations you could do right here from your hosting, but so far so good. We'll be able to connect the domain to the hosting, and that is what we are here for. So we've been able to connect the domain to the hosting. We'll be able to install WordPress, which is basic of course. So now if I'm to go to my WordPress dashboard and see the overview of my dashboard, all I have to do is to go to WP admin. Yes, I'm going to go to WP admin, then it takes me to my Hostinger dashboard. It's as easy as that. So these are basic things we need to do. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.